Waktu pun sudah di pukul 10 lewat 2 menit.
Iya.
Kalau
Sekarang
di sana pukul berapa, Pak? Sama?
sama-sama.
Oke, jadi waktu kita sama ya, jam 10.02.
Ya.
Saya mohon izin kepada Ketua Panitia, Ibu Diah Ramasari, dan
Silakan Pak.
Oke, juga Ibu WD1 kita, pembantu Dekan 1, Bu Herlinda. Saya mohon izin untuk memulai acara.
Ya, silakan Pak Heru.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Heru Herlambang. As a moderator in today's class meeting. Actually, this is a great opportunity for us to learn together with a special lecture from Malaysia. And of course, this is a very interesting theme of in today's summer course. To the Honorable Dean of Forestry Faculty of Mulawarman University, and also for Vice Deans of the Forestry Faculty, and also for the all participants in this summer course today. We would like to welcome and thank you for your attention. Okay. First of all, I would like to explain some important points. Role of the game before we start. First, during the lecture, please mute off all the speaker. And the second, lecture about 40 minutes, and we'll be continue with the discussion session. And for the discussion session, please click the symbol of the hand raise and then asking when after we give you permission. Okay. And I want to introduce our lecture today. This Miss Azidah Nur Aziz is from the University of Malaya, Malaysia, and she holds the Bachelor of the Science in Geology and the Ph.D. in the Entomology from the University of Malaya, and for the Master of Philosophy in Systematic of Entomology from Imperial College, University of London. She has a lot of academic work, like in 2008, she worked with the Dr. Lawrence Mount in the CSIRO, Canberra, under the Australia Malaysia Institute Fellowship, and she produces
recording in progress.
Illustrated key.
Recording stopped.
3 species of the genus Thrips from Peninsula Malaysia, including 1 new species and 7 species not previously recorded from Malaysia.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I think it's enough for the introduce, and then Mrs. Azidah also have the special award. Yeah, in 2007 they get the award awarded from the Australia Malaysian Fellowship, the Research Excellent Fellowship for Malaysian Researcher, and 2030 was being awarded Asian University Network, Rock Fellowship. Okay, I think enough for the introduce our speaker today, and then I call Miss Azidah to presentation. Okay, Miss Maci Azidah, please. Time for you.
Okay, let me share the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, can everyone see the screen now?
Okay, it's good.
Okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all, yeah, to the University of Mulawarman, yeah, the deans and all the lecturers and also the students, yeah. Thank you for inviting me to this program, okay, as a speaker. And also thank you to Pak Heru for the introduction. Okay, very long introduction of myself. Okay, actually, I'm going to talk about the diversity of insects. But maybe during the lecture, maybe I will ask, can I ask question to the student? Because usually I don't like to give a speech or lecture, only me speaking. All right, okay. So,
Makcik, nggak
yes.
apa-apa lah Makcik pakai bahasa Melayu. Banyak yang komen pakai bahasa Melayu aja, ja.
Okay, right. Okay, so today my talk will be on the diversity of insects, yeah, with the special reference to Thysanoptera. All right. So for the introduction, okay, I think all of us know, okay, all of us know that there are about 1 million insect species, yeah, which have been described and also classified. But there are also some record saying that actually there are more than that, okay, but only about 1 million of them that has been actually described and classified, but maybe there are about between 2 to 5 millions altogether, yeah, that present on the earth, yeah, or worldwide. So we know that actually there are more of insect species, yeah, than the combination of all other land animals or terrestrial. That means there are more of insect species on the earth, yeah. If you want to compare between vertebrates, for example, like mammals, yeah, fish, what else? Reptiles, amphibian, okay? So more of the species of insects when you compare to all these, yeah? And then the diversity of insects, yeah, in the tropics actually has amazed a lot of biologists, yeah, since the day of the Bates, yeah, Wallace, and also the other 19th century explorer naturalists. Okay, so we from here we can see that they are outsiders. They are like English people who are actually more keen and interest in studying the diversity, especially in this case or in this case, okay, the insects diversity, yeah, compared to us who live in the tropic. Okay, so sorry, so this is just to show you. I think most of you can see this, or can, when you Google, you can see what is the mega diversity country is about. Okay, so that means it is where a country where have a high number of species, and then they are rich. The majority of the species live in certain countries also is very high, and there should be, if according to the Conservation International, okay, there should be at least about 5 million endemic species in each country, yeah, that is identified or designated as the mega diversity. Okay, and if you look at on the map, okay, you can see that most of the places which have a high diversity is from the tropical or the subtropical region. Okay, and we are lucky, okay, that both of our country, okay, Indonesia and Malaysia, they are actually one of the mega diversity country. Okay. However, less than 30%, yeah, of the tropical insects have been described. Okay. Why? because one, there are immense number of species. Okay, many species, a lot of species present in this tropical. And then field identification is very difficult or sometimes can be impossible. Okay, and then the third one, it requires a special experience in systematics of the insects concerned. Okay, so those who have actually involved or work on taxonomy, they will know actually is not to say is hard, but it needs a lot of interest, passion, and also passion, okay, to actually work on the taxonomy. Okay, so this is where actually we need pre-identify, okay, primarily, okay, we will actually try to identify a species or an individual, okay, through the morphology or what we call the morphospecies. Okay, so insects group, okay, so there are about 19 orders, okay, and there are students, I assume, okay. I just want to check your general knowledge, okay. Can you name some of the orders? Anyone who would like to try? Pak Heru,
Ya, Makcik.
mereka tidak boleh bercakap ya?
Boleh.
Oh, okay.
Kita dapat jelas suara Makcik.
Bukan, maksudnya saya tanya soalan mereka malu jangan jawab ke apa?
Ya itu Makcik, mungkin kalau dalam bahasa Melayu lebih percaya diri, lebih confidence.
Okay.
Ini tidak confident in English.
Oh, okay. Tapi saya tanya nama order sahaja.
Oke, silakan.
Boleh mereka jawab? Ada yang mau mencuba?
Ayo silakan. Agni atau yang lain silakan ingin menyampaikan sesuatu.
19 orders, Miss.
Bukan.
Diptera, Hemiptera.
Oh silakan Maulana. Silakan Maulana.
Okay, the example Odonata, maybe, and then Lepidoptera, Hemiptera, Diptera. I think I know about that order, Miss.
Okay.
Oke.
Okay. Is it Maulana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So let us have a look. Okay. So you have Lepidoptera. Okay. Very good. And then you have Coleoptera. Okay. And then you have Hymenoptera. And then you have Diptera. Okay. And then you have the Orthoptera. Okay. And then next is Hemiptera. Okay. And then Odonata. Okay. This is actually the most common insect group that anyone know. Okay. So anyone would like to give any species representative for Lepidoptera? What are they? What are the members under Lepidoptera?
Ada yang berani komen? Silakan.
Apakah ahli dalam order Lepidoptera? Contoh?
Kupu-kupu, Miss. butterfly.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so Lepidoptera, okay, we can consider as one of the very most studied under the insect group. Okay, and if you look, okay, there are a lot of publication, okay, on Lepidoptera have been done. Okay, a lot of people work on Lepidoptera because one, I think, is because it is easy for us, okay, even though for the layman, okay, untuk orang biasa, okay, to look at it because they look beautiful, okay, and they are very colorful. Alright, okay. So bagaimana dengan Coleoptera? Apakah ahli ataupun apakah contoh untuk Coleoptera ini?
Ya, Ospilin, silakan.
Kumbang.
Okey, kumbang. Ya, okey. Ada pernah dengar contoh macam kubang tanduk, kumbang badak, ada?
Ada dengar.
Okey,
Memiliki koleksi.
yeah, okay. So maknanya, okay. So actually, this Lepidoptera can consider as also one of the big group in the insect order, okay, insect class, okay. And then Coleoptera also another big members, okay, in the insecta class, okay. And then we have Hymenoptera, okay. Contoh untuk Hymenoptera.
B.
Okay. Adakah selain daripada B?
Semut.
Yeah, okay, semut. Okay, good. And then we have the next order, that is Diptera. Okay. Apakah contoh ahli dalam order Diptera?
Lalat.
Okay, lalat ya. Okay. Apa beza antara Hymenoptera dan Diptera?
Ada yang bisa jawab, silakan. Beda antara Hymenoptera dan Diptera. Yang lain bisa bantu jawab?
Okay, saya bagi tips ya. Okay, cuba bayangkan bee ataupun lebah. Okay, dan cuba bayangkan rupa lalat. Apa yang jelas beza?
Ukuran tubuh, memiliki bulu, sengat. Lalat tidak memiliki. sengat.
Tapi adakah itu boleh jelas kelihatan?
Sekilas terlihat jelas.
Okay.
Perbedaan
Sekarang
antara
ini kalau tidak dapat tangkap gambaran itu, okey. Lihat daripada namanya, Hymenoptera dan juga Diptera.
Number of sayap.
Yes, very good. Okay, so the number of wing actually is the very obvious difference between Hymenoptera and Diptera. Okay, so kalau you tengok perkataan Diptera atau di di situ, itu maksudnya dua sayap. Bukan dua pasang dua sayap. For Hymenoptera, dia ada dua pasang sayap, maksudnya dia ada 4 sayap. Okay, so kedua-dua mereka kebanyakannya mempunyai sayap yang kita kata lucina ataupun membranous. Okay, tetapi perbezaannya adalah daripada bilangan sayap. Okay, good. Alright, okay. So and then kita pergi kepada Orthoptera. Okay, apakah contoh order ahli dalam Orthoptera?
Belalang.
Belalang.
Ya, betul,
Belalang.
betul. Ya, betul. Itu semestinya kena ingat Belalang itu memang senang untuk didapati di mana-mana. Okay. How about Hemiptera?
Truebucks, kepik.
Ya, okay. Itu adalah contohnya. Dan yang akhir sekali adalah Odonata.
Capung, dragonfly.
Yes, dragonfly ataupun saya tak tahu apa dipanggil di Indonesia, tapi di Malaysia kita panggil dia sebagai pepatung.
Pepatung Jawa Barat.
Capung.
Okay.
Indonesia
Okay.
capung.
Okay, alright. Okay, so di sini kalau anda lihat di sini kalau anda lihat semua nama-nama order itu diakhirkan dengan tera, so itu maknanya sayap. Alright, okay. So that means they have some kecuali Odonata, maknanya dia mempunyai nama itu mempunyai link dengan sayap mereka. Okay. So mungkin sebelum saya teruskan, okay, saya mau tanya apakah ciri bagi serangga?
3 pasang kaki.
3 pasang kaki. Okey. Ada lagi yang lain?
Terbagi atas 3 bagian, kepala, toraks, abdomen.
Okey. Selain daripada itu?
3 pasang kaki, ada juga yang memiliki 2 pasang sayap dan 1 pasang sayap.
Okey. So maksudnya di sini ciri yang paling dapat membezakan dia daripada organisma yang lain ataupun kumpulan haiwan yang lain adalah
hewan yang berruas-ruas atau berbuku memiliki tubuh yang bersegmen gitu.
okey, tetapi tadi anda sudah sebut okey. So ciri yang paling penting itu adalah yang mempunyai 3 pasang kaki. Itu adalah ciri yang paling penting untuk spesies serangga. Alright, okey. So okey, ini tadi anda sudah pun sebutkan So saya just nak tunjuk gambar, okey. So gambar ini so anda boleh kenal pastilah So saya pasti awak kenal siapa ini. Ini order mana?
Lepidoptera.
Yes, okay, excellent. Yang ini?
Orthoptera.
Okay. Hanya seorang saja yang ada dalam serangga ini. Okay, yang ini?
Coleoptera.
Okay. How about this one?
Diptera.
Alright, okay. So basically so yang seperti saya cakap tadi lah, okay. So Diptera, okay, dia punya sepasang punya sepasang sayap. Yeah, okay. So I just start with asking you about the insects group, so that I have some ideas, okay. Actually, how much is your general knowledge on the insect group, So because I would like to start with the another insect order, okay. There are not many people work on it. Alright, tak ramai orang yang berminat ataupun yang bekerja dengan kumpulan serangga ini, iaitu yang kita panggil sebagai Thysanoptera. Okey, pernah dengar ataupun tidak pernah dengar sebelum ini?
Tidak pernah dengar.
Tidak pernah dengar?
Honestly, saya tidak pernah dengar, Makcik.
Tidak pernah dengar?
Saya tidak pernah dengar.
Okay, that's why saya kata ini adalah kumpulan serangga yang tidak ramai, uncommon, unfamous, tidak terkenal untuk dipelajari berbanding dengan kalau kita nak banding dengan Lepidoptera. Lepidoptera memang Coleoptera, Hymenoptera memang paling ramai orang hendak bekerja ataupun bekerja dengannya, tapi bukan dengan order ini. Okay, so today I'm going to present you, okay, just a little bit of introduction, apa itu kumpulan. So today I'm going to present you, commonly known as kumpulan. Ini adalah namanya, nama biasanya, commonly known as kumpulan. Kalau mengikut rekod terdapat kurang 6,000 spesies yang telah deskripsi di Google, spesies yang telah terdapat lebih kurang 6,377 spesies yang terdiri daripada 780 genera. Okay. So kalau kita lihat daripada bilangan ini, kita boleh katakan bahawa banyak spesies yang terdapat dalam order dalam order Thysanoptera ini. Dan sebab apa dia tidak diminati ataupun kurang terkenal untuk dikaji, sebabnya saiznya begitu kecil, iaitu antara 0.5 to 5 milimeter, bukan sentimeter, milimeter. So you boleh, kalau ada itu pembaris, anda boleh lihat betapa kecilnya, halus ataupun kecilnya serangga ini dan kebiasaannya saiznya adalah antara 0.5 yang biasa 0.5 kepada 1.5 milimeter. Kalau yang ada sedikit saja yang akan mencapai sehingga ke 5 milimeter, ini daripada kumpulan satu suborder yang nanti saya akan tunjuk terangkan kemudian, okey, yang akan sampai kepada saiz ini. Okey. Dan namanya iaitu Thysanoptera. Okey, seperti yang saya bilang tadi, okey. Tera itu adalah sayap, okey. Dan perkataan Thysano itu berasal daripada perkataan Thysanos, yang bermaksud fringe, So sayapnya ada fringe. The wing is actually fringe with long hairs. Okay. Okay, so ini sebagai makluman saja Okay, so ada seperti yang saya ada cakap tadi, okay. Terdapat dua suborder. Okay, yang pertama iaitu suborder Tubulifera. Okay, satu family saja di bawah suborder ini iaitu Phylotripidae. Okay, yang kedua adalah suborder Terebranchia. Terdapat banyak family di bawah order ini iaitu seperti Heliotropidae, okay, sehinggalah kepada Tripidae. Okay. Nanti anda boleh lihatlah ya nama ini. So ini adalah family yang di bawah Terebrantia. Okay. Okay, saya tunjuk gambar. Okay. So ini adalah family Paleothripidae daripada suborder mana tadi? Ingat tak? Tak dapat tangkap. Okey, Tubulifera. Okey. Kemudian ini adalah suborder yang seterusnya iaitu Terebrantia. Okey, saya bagi satu contoh iaitu Thripidae. Okey. Cuba lihat gambar ini dengan teliti. Ya. Kemudian lihat gambar ini dengan teliti. Okey, lihat ya. Apakah ciri yang paling anda boleh cepat tangkap? Yang membezakan antara suborder ini dengan suborder ini. Okey, cuba lihat. Mau lihat yang selainnya? Okey. Ada siapa-siapa yang boleh dapat tangkap?
Maybe the hair inside of the wings. Rambut di sekitar sayap, Miss.
Okay, cuba tengok yang ini semula. Okey, anda boleh dapat tips daripada namanya.
Tubular.
Livera. Tubular.
Okey. So di mana ada struktur itu? Kelihatannya di mana?
Abdomen, toraks.
Okey. Cuba tengok yang ini. Ada nampak perbezaan?
Appendage. Embelan di posterior abdomen.
Okey. Posterior abdomennya maksudnya yang macam mana? Oh, sorry. Yang macam mana?
The type of tubulifera that has tubular type, and then another suborder they don't have tubular type.
Okay, you mean this one, this part here?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this part here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. All right, okay, so you're very observant, yeah? All right, so sometimes we can actually get tips, yeah, from the name. Okay, so sometimes maybe we will forget, okay, because sometimes we cannot memorize everything, okay, but we can get tips from the name. Okay, that's why I ask you, look, refer back to the names, yeah, the name is Tubulifera, okay, so we know that they have this tubula at the tips of the abdomen, okay, but for Terebrantia, okay, they do not have such structure, they are not tubular-like, okay, like the Tubulifera, they are more conical structure, okay. And then I just give you this picture because I want to show you that usually in most documented or reported, or when you read papers or books, okay, hardly they will show you this nature, the true photo or true picture of traits. Yeah, because because not all of us actually are a good photographer, okay, to take these the trait species, yeah, because as you know, they are very small, very, very, very small, okay. So we can't really see them, okay, unless you are a very expert photographer, okay, to take the picture. So this is the whole, the picture of traits in the nature, okay. This is how this species we call traits parvispinus looks like, yeah, in nature. And this is the same species of this parvispinus, okay. But this one actually is already being slide mounted. Ya, ini sudah kita lekatkan atas slide, okay. Tetapi untuk mendapat, ya, untuk mendapatkan ini, ya, untuk mendapatkan situasi ini, ya, kita perlu melakukan penghidratan, ya, dan juga perlu buat maserasi, ya, dan juga kena slide kan, letak di atas slide mikroskop, ya, mikroskop slide. Okay. Bukan sebab apa, nanti saya akan tunjukkan kenapa. Okay, so this is to show you the difference. Okay, this is in the real life. Okay, and this is what we usually, the pictures that we post in the publication papers books. Okay, so nanti anda akan lihat, ini memang gambar yang biasa kita akan lihat, ya, di dalam mana-mana publication. Okay, I just want to show you the diversity of how they looks like, okay, for each of the family. Okay, this is the Aleotripidae, okay, Faurelidae, okay, and then ini adalah Heteropidae, ya, and then ini adalah Melanthropidae. Okay, so saya ambil representasi saja, saya tidak sempat nak ambil semua. So ini Merotripidae, okay, Stenotripidae, ya, rupanya. Dan ini adalah Uzelotripidae, ya, dan ini adalah Tripidae. Okey, tadi yang saya tunjuk tadi, traits parvispinus juga di bawah family Tripidae, okey. Dan kalau anda boleh ingat gambar yang saya tunjuk tadi sebentar tadi, rupanya agak berbeza sedikit daripada traits parvispinus, ya. Okey, ini adalah jenis yang lain. Okey, itu sebab pintas selalu saja sebab would you be able to look at the difference from the pictures that I showed? Do you be able to see the difference between these families? Oh, atau bagi anda semuanya kelihatan sama saja?
Uzelotrips terlihat paling berbeda karena tubuhnya lebih gemuk, fat body.
Okey, so yang lain-lainnya rupanya macam lebih kurang sama.
Ada abdomen yang lebih konikal, ada yang abdomen lebih lanceolata ya, lancet ya, bulat lonjong.
Okey.
Kemudian ada juga the end of the abdomen ya, sulit mengungkapkan perbedaannya tapi looks different ya.
Ya, okey. Kecuali kalau anda boleh lihat di bawah mikroskop, ya. Okay, okay, good. Right, okay. So recorded species of Thysanoptera in Southeast Asia. Okay, so di Filipina, ya, dikatakan ada 90 species, ya, in 90 genera. Okay, di Thailand lebih kurang 40 species of Terebrantia. Okay, kemudian di Indonesia dikatakan ada 125 species Thripidae. Okay, and then di Malaysia ada 90 species Thripidae. Okay, dan di Brunei ada 33 described species, ya. Dan we can say that the diversity of this group, okay, in our region, yeah, in Southeast Asia actually is high, but they are poorly documented, yeah. So ini hanyalah sekadar nombor saja, ya, because kalau anda baca banyak publication ataupun yang telah dilaporkan, ya, mungkin anda akan jumpa perbezaan dari segi angka. Okay, tapi ini adalah apa yang saya cuba cari yang terdekat, ya, sebab memang sukar, ya, memang sukar untuk mendapatkan jumlah yang sebenar, sebab tidak ramai, tidak ada satu usaha, ya, untuk mengumpulkan semua maklumat tersebut, ya. Jadi mungkin kita boleh katakan sekadar anggaran, ya. Okay. So seperti yang saya sebutkan tadi, okay, tubulifera, they are fungus ataupun they can be either spore or hyphae feeder. They also actually will induce ball on leaves, okay, and some they also associated with mosses and also predatory, okay, either on mites or on orchids, yeah. And then some might have also be an important agent as an agent, pollinator agent, yeah. That is for tubulifera. And then for Terebranchia, they are actually largely they are phytophagous, okay, where they actually feed in flowers and also on leaves. And some also might be predatory, okay. And also a few will feed on mosses. Okay, so just nak tunjuk, ya, saya mau tunjuk, okay, contohnya daripada family Phyllotrepidae, okay, they actually will feed on fungus, okay, ini adalah contoh tubulifera. Okay, sekarang kalau anda pergi ke lapangan, ya, nanti kalau buat kerja lapangan, terjumpa individu ini, adakah anda rasa anda sudah boleh bezakan antara tubulifera dengan Terebranchia? Rasa-rasanya agak-agaknya boleh.
The right side tubulifera, left side tere.
Cuba lihat betul-betul.
Tapi ini terlihat seperti sama, ya. Sama ini, sama.
Sama. Jadi
Same.
adakah dua-duanya family subwari yang sama?
Iya, tampaknya ini tubulifera.
Kalau anda lihat betul-betul, ya, mungkin gambar ni kurang jelas, okay. So maknanya di sini ada tubule di ujung, ya, kurang jelas, okay. Dan ini adalah juga tubule di ujungnya. Okay, so maknanya dua-duanya adalah daripada tubulifera, okay. Dan seperti yang tadi kita bincangkan, okay, ada satu saja family di bawah tubulifera yang kita panggil sebagai Phyllotrepidae, okay, ni namanya, okay, nama family Phyllotrepidae. Dan kalau anda lihat daripada namanya ini juga adalah Phyllotreps, okay, so maknanya ini datang daripada family yang sama. Family yang sama tapi spesies genus mungkin berbeza. Ya, okay. So ini nak tunjuk, ya. So and then we have another species or groups of trees, ya, yang membuat gall. Saya tak tahu apa panggil dalam bahasa Malaysia, tapi gall, G-A-L-L. Ini biasa dengar ataupun enggak? Gall. Yang bentuknya seperti macam ini. Kalau orang yang tidak biasa lihat, dia mungkin ingat ini macam struktur biasa tumbuhan. Ya, okey. So, tapi ini adalah yang disebabkan oleh thrips, ya, di mana kehidupan thrips, ya, dia adalah sap-sucking insects. Ya, dia menghisap cairan sama ada tanaman, tumbuhan ataupun serangga, ya, ataupun haiwan. Tapi kebanyakannya serangga lah sebab dia pun kecil. Ya, okey. So jadi dia akan menghisap cairan daripada tumbuhan dan dia akan menyebabkan pertumbuhan yang abnormal kepada tanaman tersebut dan dia akan menyebabkan pembentukan gourd ini. Okey, dan di dalam gourd ini spesies betina, the female, they will actually live inside the gourd. Okay, and then dia akan feed, dia akan makan, hisap lah di sini dalam yang betulnya dia akan hisap sap ya, dan akhirnya kalau populasinya begitu tinggi, ya, pokok itu akan boleh mati. Ya, dia juga selain daripada itu maknanya dia akan menyebabkan distortion of the plants. Ya, so kalau anda lihat ya, ini adalah gambar daun yang tidak diserang ya, yang tidak diserang oleh ticks ya. Ini adalah gambaran daun yang telah diserang oleh ticks tersebut. So dia menyebabkan pembentukan gourd ini. Ya, okey. Dan kemudian kita tahu ini yang tadi itu lebih kepada kumpulan tubulifera ya. Dia punya fungsi dia ya, okey, menyebabkan. Okey, kemudian untuk yang terebrantia, sebab kita tahu bahawa most of them they feed on in flowers. Okey, kalau anda lihat ya, kelihatan yang halus-halus itu adalah ticks ya. Dia lives inside the flowers. Okey, so cara yang paling mudah untuk dapat spesies ini adalah dengan lihat pada bahagian bunga. Okay, so jadi kalau di lapangan, apa yang anda boleh buat ialah anda ketuk-ketuk bunga itu ya pada satu sama ada kertas ataupun bekas putih, anda ketuk dan anda akan dapat lihat ya, dia akan jatuh dan anda akan kutip dia ya. Terus masukkan ke dalam specimen vial yang telah diisi dengan alkohol. Ya, mungkin about 80% of alkohol ya. So anda gunakan untuk berus lukisan yang halus, dia punya ujungnya, dan anda akan basahkan sedikit alkohol dengan alkohol dan kemudian anda bukan picit, letakkan ya, kenakan hujung berus tadi pada ticks yang jatuh pada bekas putih itu dan masukkan ke dalam alkohol. That's how you actually collect the ticks. Okay, so this is to show you one species of ticks, iaitu Frankinella occidentalis ataupun kita panggil sebagai western flower ticks. Ini yang makan ataupun yang menghisap sap pada daun ya. Okay, so this is to show you the symptom. Okay, usually when you have the presence of ticks, okay, they actually will cause the silver patches, yeah, the silver patches and also the black dots, yeah, on the leaves. Okay, so when they being sucked, yeah, or fed by ticks, okay, so the leaves will turn into yellow, okay, and then later on they will be brown, okay, and usually they will be distorted, yeah, or sometimes they even curl, and then it will start to drop from the tree. Okay, it's not only on leaves, okay, I will show you later, okay, and then dalam banyak-banyak family yang telah di bawah terebrantia, Thripidae is the the highest species, yeah, that can be found in our area in tropics and also in the warm temperate areas, where there are more than 2,100 described species. So we can consider them as a very well studied or documented, yeah, among the ticks family. Okay, so they are very diverse family in color, yeah, their body structure and also their thoracic structure. And then they can be actually distinguished, yeah, from the other ticks, okay, by this saw-like ovipositor. And then they have this what we call the narrow wing, okay, with 2 veins, and also the antennae is about 6 to 9 entomeres, but common one will be between 7 to normally will be between 7 to 8, yeah, and then there are about 4 subfamily under this family. That is the Dendrotripinae, yeah, Pankidotripine, Seripotripine, and the last one is Tripine. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with all these names. Okay, so this is just for your knowledge. Okay, and this is to show you what I mentioned just now. So in the Tripidae, okay, you have this saw-like ovipositor. You can only see this when you slide mount them. Okay, you can see them only when you slide mount them, because if it's in their natural, you can't really see. Okay, so this is the wing. We call this as the narrow wing. Okay, and if you look, if you can see on this what we call the forewing. Okay, if you can see there's a CT, like the bristle. There are like 2 rows here, so that means they have 2 veins here. Okay, so on the vein you have the CT. Okay, and this is their antenna, antennae. Okay, so this is what we call anthomers just now. So each segments of the antenna. Okay, and this is the what I mentioned just now. Okay, so this is the whole mount here of I think I took the same species, because I just want to show you the what actually you can see when you slide mount them. Okay, so this is the whole part, the whole body of the thrips of Palispinus. So you can see when you zoom, you have to use a very high magnification of microscope. Yeah, so you can see the structure clearly. Okay, so on this antenna, you can even see there are something that is protruding, yeah, like a CT, yeah, here. Okay, so this is the head section, and this is the pronotum. So you can see the CT, because the presence of CT is very important, especially when you at this posteroangular CT. You can see there are 2, there are sometimes they have none, some have 1. Okay, so this can actually differentiate the species group. And then there's another part here that is usually this metanotum, the structure is also very important. Okay, see different species, they have a different structure on the metanotum, right? And then this is to show you the tergite. Okay, so the tergite, you have one we call the structure here, we call the ctenidia. Okay, so the ctenidia, the presence of ctenidia also can actually differentiate between genus, for example, thrips itself, Frankinella, and also Megalulo. Okay, very, very important character here. Okay, so you also, again, you also can see this only when you slide mount them. All right, so this is the forewing that just I mentioned just now. Okay, so their importance. Okay, so a little bit about their morphological characters. Okay, about their groupings, and now we talk about the importance, because it's very important, so that you know why you need to study this group. Okay, so from the family of Thripidae, the subfamily Tripinae is the most important in the agricultural. Okay, a lot of them are the economically important pest species. Okay, and they have a very broad range of host plant. Okay, so that means they can any plants that give flowers, mostly they are there. Okay, so any you name it, any plants. Okay, so and the common injury they cause will be the fruit scarring and also flower decoloration. Okay, so this will actually lower down the aesthetic value and also the market price of the crop. Okay, so that's why it is very important about this thrip species. Okay, so indirectly, okay, damage also include the reduction of the crop yield. Okay, so when they feed, as I mentioned just now, when they feed on the either fruit, leaves, or maybe fruits or flowers, okay, they will cause them to drop, okay, because it's already dead, yeah, because they're already dead. Okay, so this is to show you, but you need a thorough study, okay, in order to know that this actually caused by the thrips. Okay, so this is a thrip damage that caused by the thrips. Okay, so you can see this is what we call the gray pattern, yeah, white gray pattern. Yeah, so that means it is being already attacked by the thrips. And then this is on fruits, okay, and this is on leaves, okay. So you can see what we call just now the white silver or silvery white color. Okay, this is already which attack or caused by the thrips. Yeah, and then this is the flower buds. Yeah, so you can see these flower buds may stun or deform. Okay, when attacked by the thrips, and this is where the flower already discolored. Yeah, the petal or the flower being discolored. Okay, by the activities, the feeding activities of the thrips. Okay, this is, I just want to show you because this is one that I have already studied, yeah, on the beans, especially on the long beans, and also other beans like other beans on in the family of Fabaceae. Okay, so we found, okay, this is actually a study done by one of my students. Okay, so we actually managed to identify or very certain, okay, that this particular species that we call megalothrips, yeah, muscipulatus, this is the common or the true, we call the true species that actually attack or yeah, in fact the beans group, yeah, this one. Okay, this is already slide mounted. This is the whole I mean in the original posture of the individual's species. Okay, so they, as I said, okay, they actually will attack the flower part. Sometimes they call as the flower living thrips, but this is called the bean flower thrips, or sometimes they are being called as oriental bean. Okay, so they are sometimes when you read, they have quite a number of common names. Yeah, so that's why we always refer to their scientific name in order to be precise which species that we actually talk about. Yeah. So not only that, okay, some of them also known to be vector of virus, okay, we call as the topovirus, okay. One example is the tomato spotted wilt virus, okay, and other virus as well, okay. So and from what we have discussed, we know that when we have this problem with thrips, okay, they might, the one that any trading, okay, trading of especially crops, okay, they will be banned, yeah, into some countries that have a very strict quarantine procedures, okay, such as US, Australia, Japan, and also other European countries. Okay, so that's why we need to know what species that actually present in our country, and also what present or what actually can be found or lives on a particular crops. Yeah, because they actually seriously they will ban the trading. Okay, so just want to show you the one that caused by the spotted wilt virus. Okay, if you this is the Western flower thrips, the Frankinella occidentalis. This is the adult form. Okay, so you can see that this is the scar, the symptoms, yeah, that caused by the virus. Okay, because while they actually suck the plant sap, okay, they can actually infected, yeah, the plant. Okay, the virus can actually get into the plants, into the area. Here is the leaves. All right. Okay. So that is some about importance in their in economy. So now we let's look a little bit on the importance of these three important in ecology. So although a number of them we can say they are non-beneficial, yeah, because most of them, especially in the thrips, in the terpene, they are agricultural pests. Okay, but we also have to know there are some beneficial of thrips. Okay, one is they can be pollinator. Okay, so because we know that they lives or feed on the pollen, yeah, of the flowers. So when they actually feed on the pollen, they will actually automatically or accidentally, they will actually also carry along the pollen of the flowers. So when they move from one flowers to another flowers, so that is where the pollination occurs. Yeah. And then they also is a predator. Some species we call as a predatory thrips, okay, where they not only plant sucking, but they also can feed on other small and soft-bodied insects. Yeah, for example, mites, yeah, lace bug, whitefly, and also scale insects. So they are actually considered as a biological control agent, or sometimes we call as the natural enemies. Yeah, musuh semula jadi. Okay, and then another function in the ecology, they actually, some of, I think quite a number, or maybe 50% of them actually will feed on decaying or dead plant or even fungus. So this we can say as a decomposer or recycler. That means they can recycle, they will turn this organic plant matter, yeah, into nutrient. So it actually will go back into the environment as in the nutrient cycling. Okay, this to show you some pictures. Okay, so this is thrips species, yeah, feed on pollen, and this is this particular. Okay, can you see this one is from which suborder? Anyone?
Terebratia.
Diulang kita.
Terebrantia ya.
Cuba lihat betul-betul. Betulkah terebrantia?
Kalau mungkin ini tubulifera, but
Kurang jelas.
shape-nya ya, sebentuk ujung dari ya.
Okey, ini adalah tubulifera ya. Sebab mungkin kurang jelas di ujung itu ya. Okey, so this menunjukkan dia sedang makan bud lice, telur bud lice. Okey. This is another, ini jelas ya.
Jelas.
Okey. So ini satu contoh yang lain. Okey, ini adalah juga tubulifera. Okey. This one is feeding on the coffee berry borer eggs. Ya, so kalau anda lihat ya, ini adalah bekas ya, ataupun kelongsong telur yang kosong ya, yang telah dicecari, telah dihisap ya oleh thrips tersebut. Ya, okay. So ini nak menunjukkan, okay, seperti yang saya cakap tadi, mereka juga adalah pemangsa. Okay. So ini sedang, kalau anda melihat mungkin gambarnya kurang jelas ya, ini dia sedang itu makan spider mite. Okay. So kalau di sini kita melihat ini adalah nymph ya, ataupun pupa stage atau nymph stage untuk thrips ya, thrips yang sama. So maksudnya di sini bukan hanya peringkat dewasa yang memangsakan spider mite, okay, tetapi juga peringkat nymphanya juga turut memangsakan spider mite. So di sini dia boleh jadi ejen kawalan biologi yang penting lah, yang penting ya. So ini satu lagi contoh predatory mite atau thrips pemangsa, iaitu Frankinella respifornis. Tapi kalau anda lihat betul-betul rupanya tidak seperti thrips biasa, betul? Tidak seperti yang saya tunjuk sebelum ini. Rupanya sedikit macam semut. Ada, betul? Tapi dia adalah thrips ya. Okay, so yang ini adalah pemangsa bagi spesies thrips yang lain, iaitu Scatothrips dorsalis. Dan Scatothrips dorsalis ini memang adalah salah satu daripada spesies thrips perosak yang memang banyak penting ya. Seperti dia merosakkan cili dan banyak-banyak lagi tanaman yang lain. Okay, so ini nak menunjukkan bahawa peringkat dewasa, Franklinothrix ini sedang memangsakan strips yang lain. So selain daripada, kalau anda ingat ya, selain daripada memangsakan peringkat telur dan juga peringkat NIM ataupun peringkat ataupun spesies serangga yang lain, contohnya seperti mites ya, dia juga memangsakan kumpulannya yang sendiri, iaitu daripada kumpulan Thrix yang daripada kumpulan jenisnya sendiri, itu Thrix ya. So, maknanya dia adalah dia boleh berfungsi sebagai ejen kawalan biologi. Okay, this is to show you another Thrix species ya. Ini yang penting di dalam kitar semula nutrien ya, di dalam environment, di dalam alam sekitar. Okay, so dia peringkat NIM-nya dan juga peringkat dewasanya ya, itu makan tumbuhan ataupun tanaman yang telah mati ataupun jatuh ya. Dan selalunya mereka ini selalunya akan hidup di dalam leaf litter ya, ataupun di dalam permukaan tanah, tetapi di atas permukaan tanah, di bawah between antara 3 hingga 5 cm dalam ya, di mana mereka akan hidup di atas permukaan tanah. Dan mereka akan bukan sahaja makan debris ya, ataupun decaying plants ya, mereka juga kadang-kadang makan fungus ya, makan fungus. Okay. Jadi mereka juga kalau makan fungus, maknanya kalau fungus itu yang merosakkan, kita boleh katakan dia juga sebagai salah satu daripada ejen kawalan biologi ya, kerana dia membantu mengurangkan perosak ya. Tapi kalau dia hanya makan bahan organik, tanaman yang sudah mati, so maknanya dia penting untuk di dalam menitar semula nutrien di alam sekitar. Ya, so this is just to show you. This is also a Tubulifera. Ya, kebanyakan daripada subfamily Idolotripinae adalah yang menjadi kepada yang selalunya yang akan terlibat di dalam feeding on the dead or the decaying plants. Alright, okay. So, ya itu saja yang saya ingin sampaikan mengenai Thrix ya. Saya harap saya tidak membosankan anda. Okay. So, akhir kata kita boleh katakan bahawa walaupun spesies ini halus kecil, tetapi dia mempunyai fungsi yang begitu yang penting di dalam alam sekitar kita. So, jadi kita harus ambil perhatian ya, supaya mereka terus langsung ya hidup di alam sekitar ya, untuk menjalankan fungsinya yang tersendiri. Alright, okay. So, itu saja. Terima kasih. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan boleh tanya. Thank you very much.
Okay. Terima kasih. Actually, it's a interesting presentation. Okay. Actually, we have not much time for.
Sorry to take
no problem.
longer time.
I try to spend time, maybe 5 to 10 minutes for partisipan. Oke, silakan bila ada yang ingin bertanya, silakan para partisipan. Nah, itu Miftah disampaikan saja, Miftah langsung saja. Ada di, ya silakan.
Oke, terima kasih waktunya Pak Heru. My question is, apakah ada kelompok trips yang punya dampak bahaya terhadap kesehatan manusia?
Oke.
Setakat ini tidak ada yang dilaporkan.
Ada ya?
Ya, sebabnya satunya sebab seperti yang saya bilang tadi, saya cakap tadi, spesies ini jarang yang dikaji. Jadi kebanyakan yang dikaji adalah yang penting daripada segi pertanian. Sebab penting dari pertanian sebabnya dia sebabnya kita ada berlakunya import ekspor tanaman ke luar negara dan sebagainya. Jadi di mana seperti yang negara yang mempunyai kuarantin ya, yang mempunyai kuarantin yang ketat ya, mereka akan periksa kehadiran spesies-spesies inilah, spesies-spesies yang kecil ini. Tapi kalau yang tidak ada kepentingan, selalunya mereka tidak lihat pun, mereka tidak ambil kisah sebabnya tidak ada nampak kepentingan di situ.
Baik, ada lagi? Satu lagi? Maulana, Osipin atau yang lain? Baik, kalau tidak ada, to be honest, it is very interesting, ya. And so kami dari Forestry Fakulti ada sesuatu untuk Makci Azidah. Silakan mungkin Mbak Lukito untuk menyampaikan. Jadi ada sedikit cenderamata, sebuah cenderamata buat Makci Azidah sebagai bentuk rasa terima kasih kami atas kesediaan Makci Azidah memberikan kuliah hari ini. Izin Ibu Makci Azidah to close your.
Stop share.
Iya.
Sekejap, sorry, lupa, sorry. Tadi saya ingat saya sudah tutup. Minta maaf.
Oke, silakan. Ada.
Kena buka gambar.
Ini sertifikat dari kami, dari Fakultas Kehutanan atas nama Dekan, Din, Profesor Rudianto Almita untuk Dr. Azidah Abdul Aziz. Oke, kita kasih hapus buat Ibu Dr. Azidah. Oke, I think saya ada sedikit catatan ini menarik buat Maulana, kemudian tadi ada Osipin atau Mitah yang mungkin kita bisa continue ya, bisa melanjutkan studi di bawah bimbingan under supervision from Makci Azidah to continue your study, I think. Ya, baik.
Saya harap yang mengikutnya sudah boleh faham ya. Saya harap begitu. Ada dapat ilmu ya. Harapnya dapat ilmu.
Insya Allah ini ilmu yang bermanfaat. Dan saya harap tadi juga ada mahasiswa-mahasiswa dari Mulawarman University to continue study in Malaya University under supervision from Makci Azidah. Okay, I think time is over ya. Kami
saya minta maaf ya kalau ada apa-apa yang kekurangan.
Sangat berlebih, Makci Azidah, sangat berlebih dan sangat bermanfaat bagi kita semua, saya pikir. Dan
nanti
kami juga
Pak Heru,
dari
nanti Pak Heru boleh carilah di Forest.
Oh iya, dan kami dari Fakultas Kehutanan mengucapkan sekali lagi terima kasih yang banyak, yang seikhlas-ikhlasnya kepada Makci Azidah atas waktunya, atas ilmunya. Semoga bermanfaat bagi kita semua. Dan saya mohon maaf sebagai moderator, mungkin ada yang salah sedikit atau banyak. Sekali lagi saya minta maaf dan kita tutup acara ini. Assalamualaikum hari ini. Semoga ini membawa kebaikan bagi kita semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Recording stopped.